Yo, hey guys, it's poppin', Jacques Slade here. And today we've got a ton of sneakers releasing and a ton of news really to cover as well. So let's get right to it. But first, let's check out these. So this is the year of the Mamba Kobe 5 Pro. I actually ordered these overseas because I thought I was gonna miss out on them here in the US, and I really ended up paying way too much for these, but it is what it is. It happens sometimes, but shout out to the folks over at Shanghai Seoul. He hooked me up and made sure I got these, sent them over to me, went out and actually got them and picked them up. So shout out to him. So let's take a quick look. See here, the Kobe box, the satin shoe bag, which is always nice. Has the 8 and the 24 there. Very, very clean. Love that. Then the card here, you can see that has Jordan, Nike, and Converse, but then the card is not in English. So if you thought it was a game, it's definitely not a game. So check these out. I actually haven't taken these out of the box since I got them, so you guys are seeing them for the first time along with me. And oh, this is so good. What's the official color? University red and black. So just university red and black. And oh, there you go. These are really clean. So from the images, I will say I thought that this matte color here, see that's mostly matte all over. I thought this matte color was more shiny. I also thought that the snake, our Mamba logo, was a lot more shiny, and it's a lot more matte than I expected it to be. All good. Just from the pictures, it seemed like it was a lot brighter than that, but I'm good with them either way. They look really nice. Like you can see here, so this must be the NFC tag. Yeah, this is the NFC tag that they use overseas. So I guess this will stop you from stealing it. That's the NFC tag. And then let's take the other one here out of the box. Super clean. Do these come with an extra set of laces? They don't come with an extra set of laces, but yeah, just a really nice looking shoe. This is a translucent outsole. It almost looks bluish or grayish a little bit. It's like it's translucent. It's not like the solid color outsole. It has a little gray touch there at the toe. This, you can tell this is just glue. Well, it's stitched on, but it's, look, you can see a little bit of glue there, but all good. Have some Mamba, like snake reptile skin detailing there on the side of the tongue. The Kobe sheath logo right there, always look nice. But yeah, super clean. I'm really happy with these. I haven't obviously worn these yet because I just got them. But I'm definitely gonna rock these. I'm gonna put these to good use. I don't know when, but I'm on like this Kobe kick right now, so everything Kobe that kind of comes along, I'm grabbing. But yeah, just want to give you guys a quick look at those. Quick unboxing here for stuff that's not gonna get a full unboxing. Oh, get a little carbon fiber there. That's not gonna get the full unboxing treatment here on the channel. But anyway, let's get to the news and some of the stuff that's been unboxing here. And there is a ton, I said unboxing, that's releasing actually this week. Feels like Jordan Brand's really gonna win the week, but let's get into some of the other stuff that's dropping. Okay, first up from Adidas, we have the London Liberty pack. So if you've been following Adidas for the last 2 years, they actually already did a collab with them, but they have another one coming out. And this time it has, I believe, 4 different silhouettes. So there's the Sambe, there is the Campus 00, then there's the SL72, and then there's the Samba OG. If you like the Liberty style, it's really like flowery, almost kind of looks like grandma's couch kind of thing, or flowery, or your grandma's towels, or like her kitchen decorations. It has that sort of like really intricate embroidery, sort of flowery colors, and the colors that they're based on is really a lot of pinks, a lot of tans. There is some greens in there as well, so they're really colorful. Basically, this is a women's release, and if you want to get a pair of these, so the Sambes are going to be 115. Then they have the Campus 00s; those are going to cost you 95. If you want the SL72 OG, those are 105. The SL72 is one of my like favorite old school Adidas Adidas original sneakers. Those are $105. And then if you want the Samba OG from Liberty London, that's going to be $85. Look like these are just in women and grade school sizes. I don't think they're going to release in full extended sizes, but again, those are dropping on Monday the 17th, and you can grab yourself a pair of those if that's something that you're really interested in. But I like the way they look. I think they're really dope. Now, Tuesday is when things get super serious. Jordan Brand is releasing the Air Jordan 4 SB in the navy colorway. This is a collaboration between Nike SB and Jordan. We saw this, I believe it was last year, or maybe it was the year before, when they did the pine green colorway, which was white and green. And basically what they're doing is they're taking the Air Jordan 4 and they're changing it without changing it. The shape of the shoe still feels relatively the same, unless you're like a super sneakerhead and you know, like, oh, the toe box needs to fold over here, or this isn't flat, or this isn't high enough. You're gonna think it's just a normal pair of Air Jordan 4s. The only difference from the outside really is going to be the heel tab where it has SB on it. Otherwise, it looks like a regular normal Jordan 4. But on the inside, the shoe is a lot more comfortable. They added a lot more padding. The tongue is thicker. The ankle collar is thicker, and they just feel more comfortable. Honestly, I would love if Jordan Brand took this approach with most of their 4s, because the 4s and the 3s and the 5s, most of the time they're very uncomfortable, and they get uncomfortable if you wear them all day long. But these, with the way that they've changed it up, feel a lot more comfortable, and I'm all in for these. So if there's an opportunity for Jordan Brand to make this like a regular like Jordan 4, I'm all for it. I don't need it to be to the exact specifications of the OG. This is more comfortable and feels better, and I think that is what matters these days, because most people don't wear these to do anything performance related. You're just going to wear these walking around. If you can make them more comfortable, let's go with that. So those are going to be $225. They are super expensive, and they're going to be super duper hard to get. I imagine they'll be at SB retailers and some Jordan retailers, but again, if you want these, you're really going to have to work for these, because they're going to be a challenge to get your hands on. Next up, also releasing on the same day is the Union collab. So the Union collab is, wait, it says here on the 18th. I thought they were all dropping on the 17th. No, 18th. Oh, sorry, they're both on the 18th. So the Union collab is on the 18th as well. This is the Chicago Shadow colorway. For those that are fans of Union or fans of the Jordan 1, you know that this pair released, or versions of this pair released a few years ago, and they were like massive. Like, people were going crazy for these. I still want to get the royal blue pair of the OGs. I still don't have those, but this colorway looks pretty cool. I'm not as big of a fan of this colorway as I was of the other two, but I wouldn't mind having these in my collection. This feels a lot like, hold on, this feels a lot like the same kind of energy you get with these. This is the reimagined Jordan 1s, and the low version of these feels a lot like this. At least the bottom portion, I should say, of this hybrid feels like this. We were making a joke that the Union LA Jordan 1s, that they should be the real Jordan hybrids or the Jordan fusions, but anyway, if you want those, again, those are going to cost you $200. They're going to be releasing on the Sneakers app, so there's your opportunity to grab them. They're going to be super limited. They're not going to be easy to get, but just wanted to put them on your radar if there's something that you're looking forward to. Next up, this is a shoe that I was not familiar with. It's something from New Balance. It's called the Allerdale. They have a really cool commercial for these that I saw over on Instagram. So it's a made in the UK dark brown leather shoe with this black bottom. Not something that I'm particularly fond of or something that I would necessarily wear, but I love the way that they're marketing this shoe. And so just to kind of read something for you guys, it says, in 1982, New Balance ventured across the pond and began manufacturing select models in the UK, specifically starting its now legendary Made in the UK line in Workington. After moving to Flimby, Cumbria, UK in 1991, New Balance's UK factory has remained a vital part of the town. So this is the Allerdale. So although the UK government recognized local government bodies in 2023, abolishing the Allerdale Borough Council, the geographic region of Allerdale remains. So this is a shoe that's dedicated to a region in the UK. I'm not particularly familiar with them. So if this is something that you're into, if you're over on the other side of the pond, or if you just really like the way that this sneaker looks, you'll be able to grab these on the 20th. Now, they are not cheap. This is a made in the UK shoe for New Balance, and you know how much those usually cost. And this one's gonna be $250. So again, not going to be cheap. And I imagine there's gonna be raffles for these, but they look cool, and I feel like you can really dress these up. If you want to like dress a little less athletic and more business, this feels like the sneaker that you would wear. All right, next up is the Pegasus Premium, releasing in white and Volt. Again, hands down, probably the best shoe that Nike is going to release this year as far as innovation goes. Well, that's kind of early to say, so I shouldn't say that. I think in the future, hopefully in this year, they'll have a lot of cooler stuff coming down the pipeline. But as of right now, the Pegasus Premium is like the top of the charts, at least for me. It's comfortable. It feels great. It looks good. It's very Nike-esque kind of shoe. And these are expected to release on March 20th, and they're going to cost you $210. And this is the white and Volt colorway. Not my favorite colorway. They are expensive and pricier than I would want them to be. I would love for this to be a $150 shoe. I feel like that's the sweet spot for a Pegasus. But this is also the white and green colorway, or the white and Volt colorway. So if it's not something that you're super into, there's going to be more colorways coming. I feel like Nike is going to flood the market with different colorways of these. When I was in Paris last year, I saw like 5 or 6 different colorways, and I've only seen 2 of those released yet. So again, Pegasus Premium, 210, March 20th. Moving on. Next up is the Air Max Waffle Black and Hyper Blue. This is going to be on Thursday the 20th, and it's going to cost you $140. I really like this shoe. I love the Hyper Blue colorway. I love the black at the toe. I love that it's a mix of 2 different shoes, the Waffle and an Air Max. And it's a really dope looking sneaker for those that like the mishmash sort of styling of like 2 different shoes coming together. This is one that should definitely be on your radar. The nice blues and the browns, I feel like you can really pair those with a bunch of different outfits. And that's really what's important. Is like, it's great to have all of these shoes, but if you can't pull off an outfit with them, what does it matter? Because they're just going to be sitting in your closet. So there's going to be available for $140, which is a really great price for a sneaker these days. And again, those are dropping on March 20th. Next up, On Cloud, the On Cloudmonster. They're doing a collaboration with Post Archive Faction. Now, I don't know who Post Archive Faction is. I've never heard of them. It's not someone that I'm familiar with. I'm not even in their wheelhouse of what they do, but I've heard a lot of talk about them and people seem really excited about them. So if you know who they are, then here's a cool sneaker release for you. I did a little research and I couldn't really find much about them. They're supposed to be releasing on the 20th and they're going to be $240, which is pretty expensive. But I think as On starts doing collaborations, and I feel like the collaborations that they're doing right now are not necessarily for the sneaker crowd, if that makes sense. They're more for the crowd of people that are actually wearing On Cloud shoes. So if the On Cloudmonster is something that's on your radar or something that you have packed in your closet, then this Post Archive Faction by Thorne Brown is waiting for you. Next up, for $150, we have the Adidas Adizero Evo SL in black and white. This is a runner. If you are a runner, this is a good shoe to have. This is like the training version. This is like the super high marathon runners, like world champion marathoners won in these. This is more of like the regular training version that you should probably buy instead of buying the high end one that costs $250. This one at $150 is a perfect price point and something for you to rock during your training runs. Or if you just want to style it the right way, you can style these. I think these are perfect. These look great when they're styled because they're big and they're kind of chunky. It has that runner vibe to it. And running sort of style sneakers, I feel like, are having their moment right now. So if that's your vibe, take a look at these. For you Air Max 95, 97 fans, Sean Witherspoon fans, coming up on March 21st, Division Street is releasing a Ducks of a Feather version of the 95/97 made famous by Sean Witherspoon. All the things for Division Street, you know, it goes back to the athletes at the school. It's all a fundraiser. They're going to be limited because that's just kind of how Division Street gets down. But if you're interested in grabbing a pair of those, definitely try and check them out. There's rumors that these are going to be released on sneakers. Hold on, let me check. I didn't see anything about these releasing on the sneakers app, but I could be wrong. Oh, my phone's frozen. There you go. Yeah, I don't see these in the sneakers app, and I don't see them in the Nike app either. I had heard that they were releasing on the sneakers app, but as of right now, I haven't seen anything or I haven't heard anything. So for right now, look for these to release through Division Street. So make sure you check out their website, and these are going to be $250. Again, it's a Division Street collab, Ducks of a Feather. They're always premium. They're always priced a little bit higher than everything else. So check those out if that's something that you think you want to add to your collection. Next up, Dot Swoosh, which is not dead. It's still alive and going. They have the Air Max 1 Big Head Origins, which releases on March 2025. For those that are video game fans, you know that this is inspired by Donkey Kong. If you don't know they're inspired by Donkey Kong, this is your notification that they're inspired by Donkey Kong Country, I imagine, to be specific. So I like the way that they look. I like the textured hair that's on most of the overlays. It's like that brown. Is it technically light chocolate? It's actually not brown, but it's light chocolate. So if that's something that you're interested in, you're gonna have to get these through Dot Swoosh. So if you're not a Dot Swoosh member, you should sign up, because that's how you're gonna be able to get the shoes. Although sometimes they say that, but then they end up releasing them to the public if they don't get mass distribution. But these are similar to this pair that I have. They're similar to this pair that I have here, where they use that like polygon structure, so none of the lines are smooth. It's all like jagged, as sort of a throwback to video games from like the 90s. So if you want those, hit up Dot Swoosh and make sure you add that, get that in your Dot Swoosh account. Otherwise, it's probably gonna be pretty hard to get them any other way. All right, next up, we have the Air Jordan 1 Low OG Obsidian. You've seen these before. There's really nothing super special about these. They're releasing for $140 and they're gonna be on the 22nd. They have that. This blue seems to get a lot of love, although the high didn't get a lot of love. I think those were kind of sitting on shelves for a while, and I feel like you're going to have that same response with these. We'll see what happens. The Jordan 1, the lows haven't been doing particularly well lately. I think everybody's sort of gravitated towards the highs and the OGs. So we'll see if this one low gets some traction when it drops on the 22nd. And it's going to be for $140. Then the Adidas Fortnite collab. So ever since Kicks kind of popped off in Fortnite, we've seen a bunch of different sneakers, but it's always been like real world stuff going into the video game. But with this Fortnite Adidas collab, they're bringing the video game into the real world. So you'll have the Adidas Ultra Boost 1.0 Fortnite, the Victory Crown in core white. You're gonna have the Fish Stick Ultra Boost 1.0. You also have the Ultra Boost 1.0 Fortnite Peely, which looks crazy, by the way. And then you'll have the Battle Bus, which is gonna be in Team Royal. So the Battle Bus is gonna be 180. The Peely is going to be 190. The Fish Stick is going to be 190, and then the Victory Crown is going to be 190 as well. These are all dropping on the 22nd, and it's a cool way, I think, to blend the digital world and the real world. And it's usually the real world coming into the digital world, but now we're getting the digital world coming into the real world. And I like that perspective more than I like it the other way around. Maybe it's just because I'm a little bit older and I like the real world feel of things. Anyway, as always, I appreciate you guys. Just trying something new with the heat check here, doing it a little more off the cuff, just talking about what I see and what's popping up. Just do a quick run right now of things that I didn't really talk about. The Air Max 95 Neon is going to be a Mercurial soccer boot. That's going to be dropping on the 17th, and that's going to cost you $150 if you're into those, if you play football or baseball, really. Then we have the Air Force One linen. It's actual linen version in the style of the Air Force One linen that dropped years ago. Those are going to drop on the 20th, and those are going to cost you, I believe, $130. Yeah, $130. Then we have the Minty Fresh New Balance 550s. Those look really, really nice in this mint colorway. Those are going to be dropping on the 20th, and those are going to cost you $120. Then we have, and I think that's everything that I pulled up. Oh, then we have the Titan Nike Sabrina 2 collaboration. This is the last one on the list. Really looks really, really dope. This one was designed by a Filipino woman, and I really love what Titan does when it comes to the collabs, whether it's with Jordan or with LeBron. They crush it out of the gate. This shoe looks absolutely stunning. I have a pair, and I'll do an unboxing of them later on, well, the week that this video comes out, so you guys have a chance to look at that. But yeah, just wanted to put them on your radar. They release on the 22nd, and they're gonna cost you $140. As always, guys, I appreciate you. Thank you for watching. I know this video feels a little hectic and it's a little wild, but I'm trying to like rein it all in, and I'll get better at this as we go along. Either way, I appreciate you guys. Make sure you like, favorite, and subscribe, and let me know what you think about this format, or if you want me to go back to the other format. All right, I'll see you guys soon. Peace.